Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I still have Sashwath with me. What do we want to talk about today, Sashwath? Right before New Year's. Let's take it up. Let's give people something to really...
Something to talk about is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And
Yeah, I know. Some of you have been waiting a long time to hear crypto on this channel. It's been quite a long time since we spoke about crypto.
it has, and mainly because they went through a very rough patch over last year,
Yeah.
and it wasn't not last year as in 2022 is what I mean.
Yes.
When interest rates were jacked up, and it was quite a tough time for the crypto enthusiasts. And I'm
Yes.
sure there are some of you amongst the viewers, and but you guys should be rejoicing because things are looking better.
For all you crypto fans out there,
Christmas has come.
early. Not early, this is post-Christmas, I would say.
But it has come early in the sense that
Yeah,
prices are...
Yeah.
The video hasn't come early, but
But I don't think they'll still ever sell, Shashwath. These
Yeah.
guys who hold on to crypto, they'll be like, this is just the beginning.
it's just... But that's the entire motto of crypto. It's like,
You never sell.
you never sell. They're like the Warren Buffetts of cryptocurrency.
For imaginary world.
We've talked about the negative sides of crypto a lot on this channel, and we believe
We're still looking for the positives.
and we don't really subscribe to the crypto theory.
No, we don't.
And there are a few reasons. Let's go over these reasons. And I'm sure if you Google up my name along with Hindu, you should find my Bitcoin articles, which I've co-authored with my uncle. And we've put out maybe 3 of these.
And the premise of it hasn't changed.
The premise of it has not changed. Cryptocurrencies continue to be shady investments. One, because there are a few selling points of crypto. They're untraceable. There's untraceability. I don't know where it came from, because cryptocurrencies are some of the most traceable currencies out there. Because if you were to conduct a shady dealing with cash, the cash won't remember your name or
Yes.
know who you
That's
are.
how we are able to know which group is using crypto very clearly. Though the news article makes it sound as if it was some investigation which was done, it's pretty much stamped.
You
All
just have
along the
to
way.
follow the trail.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are more ingenious ways of laundering money through crypto, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the basic premise for most of us is that you'll have more privacy and that people won't know what you're doing. One, if you want to get into crypto, you'd have to go through someone like Sam Bankman-Fried or Zhao Peng or
Binance.
or Binance, and Coin Kuber. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what happened to Coin Kuber. There was an ad which came out with this Hindi actor called Ayushmann Khurrana, who said that crypto is the way to go and all that. I don't know what happened to these companies, but the basic premise is that regardless, there's going to be a lot of paperwork. And if crypto is going to become a mainstay, this benefit is not something which you'll be seeing, because for it to become a mainstay, you'd have to have bureaucracy and you'd have to have traceability built into the system. The
Only reliability comes.
reliability. And one of the other theories for why people hold crypto is that when you have despotic regimes, then this is a way, it's like gold.
A lot of the high net worth individuals in China, that's why they're funneling their cash out of China.
And that's why China banned crypto, because
Yes.
this was the precise reason where they didn't want the money to leave the country.
Yeah.
And cryptocurrency is not something they can stop.
They cannot stop. Governments cannot do anything about it.
Yeah. And the only thing which can bring down cryptocurrencies is when the price of Bitcoin goes to 0. Then the architecture would collapse, because the miners would have no more incentive to mine or keep track of your blockchain.
But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, it's not happening, because there'll always be someone who's willing to trust in this technology.
And that's the basic argument behind Bitcoin is that, see, they said it'll crash, it'll become 0. Even after everything, it hasn't crashed and it hasn't become 0. I'm like, yeah, right.
It's not an investment, it's a speculation.
Yes.
And it's very difficult for you to treat it as a currency, because currency needs to have 2 purposes. 1, storehouse of value. 2, it becomes a means of exchange. Let's look at cryptocurrencies. Let's do a mental exercise and see whether you meet these 2 requirements. 1, exchange. Today, I'm going to buy, let's say, a Tesla car from you, because Elon Musk very famously talked about selling Tesla cars for Bitcoin and then backpedaled on that very fast. So if I'm going to buy a Tesla car from you and you charge 2 Bitcoins today or so, and I pay you the 2 Bitcoins, and immediately tomorrow you find out that Bitcoin has crashed by some 60% because Jerome Powell sneezed in a very
It doesn't even have to be Jerome Powell. It just happens that some guy, some unknown reason, doesn't even relate to Bitcoin happened. They slap that as an excuse nowadays.
Yeah, and your currency dips by 30%. That means your profit for your company goes down from, let's say, 20% of a net margin to like a loss of 30%.
Yes.
And that's going to be a crazy amount of volatility. So Bitcoin does not hold.
So you as a business owner wouldn't want to touch it.
You wouldn't want to touch it. Neither would you want to accept exchanges in terms of Bitcoin. And secondly, storehouse of value. Same reason. Let's say you bought cryptocurrency at $30,000 or $40,000, Bitcoin that is, and started this year it fell down to $16,500 or so. That's 50% of your net worth gone in like a year.
Yeah, and then to say, don't worry, if someone tells you, the guy who sold it, don't worry, it'll bounce back. And you say it bounced back.
And it's a non-productive asset. You're not going to make any interest on it. So if it goes down by 50%, you're not going to get compensated for the amount of time you're holding it. Whereas if I buy a company, let's say Nike, because we talked about Nike. If you buy Nike, even though it's quite expensive, you get a dividend yield of 1.21%. That's something. It's a productive asset. And you know that there are things which Nike does which keeps it in business. Most of the people who invest in Bitcoin don't even understand what they're doing. They think that it's this asset which swings wildly, and as long as it swings in the right way when I hold it, I'm good to go. And there's a notion where people believe that because it swings, there should be at least a probability of 100% that it'll swing at one point if I hold it for long enough where it's profitable for me. That's a very poor way of thinking about investments, because you want to be able to generate consistent returns over a period of time, and you want to compound. And these are things which Bitcoin does not do. It's not a productive asset. And even when we talk about gold.
No, even if you argue this thing that, I bought it 5 years ago and I'm holding it, see how much it's grown. This is all what Sashwath is saying, is only 6 months or 1 year. But if I bought it 5 years ago, and when you see what happened with FTX and happens with all the other exchanges, you're holding it, but you don't even know if you'll be able to, if tomorrow that place is going to be there.
Yeah.
So even that argument, I don't know how it holds water. You can't even argue that.
And there's fraud built into it because the entire point of cryptocurrencies is anarchy, where the person Satoshi Nakamoto, the supposed founder of Bitcoin, built it on assumptions of anarchy and the use of undermining governmental power.
Correct.
Unless you believe in those values, I don't see why you'd want to hold a currency like this. Unless
you heard about the latest conspiracy theory.
Right? What's the latest?
That guy doesn't even exist. The actual people behind it is the American military to destabilize third world countries and despot countries. They created Bitcoin to undermine their own currency and to make these regimes fall.
Right.
That is the latest conspiracy theory. What do you think about that, Sashwath?
I think it's a bunch of baloney. And as for cryptocurrencies, in terms of their value, we've established that as a means of exchange or a storehouse of value, it performs neither in a perfect way or even in a passable manner. So now the idea is, why is it coming back? Why do we have cryptocurrencies again?
Yes, if all what you say is true, if you guys say, and you say you're knowledgeable and you're saying this is true, why is it still there?
Good question. And it's an answer. There are varied answers to this. But a lot of people are saying, look, cryptocurrencies don't look like a peak and then a bust. It looks more of a graph which tends upwards. First of all, I don't think so. Because if you look at cryptocurrencies during 2018, which was its first peak, it fell and did not recover for maybe 2 years after that. And only when the interest rates were pushed down to 0%, almost 0%, cryptocurrency shot up in 2021. And
another thing which people in crypto very famously do is they'll cherry pick, because when you say crypto, it's talking about all
crypto,
all cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is one. There's many of them, and there's many which have come and disappeared and become zero. People who are dealing in crypto world will not like to talk about those.
Yeah, like Terra coin, Luna coin.
Yeah, they will not talk about those.
Dogecoin.
They'll hold on to the ones which are still around and say, no, you look at that. I mean, if you use that strategy, anything can be argued in a positive.
Yes, and
even Adani shares, I can argue this. See, he's recovered. Hindenburg did nothing. He's fundamentally sound.
Yeah. The thing of looking at what survived is known as survivorship bias.
Yeah.
And this is not something which you guys should engage in. And I'd say go back to The Intelligent Investor and read Jason Zweig's commentary on survivorship bias. You shouldn't be looking at it in that the lens he's talking about.
Yes.
And finally speaking, the reason crypto keeps coming back and going out is the nature of speculation and the nature of markets for people who want to speculate.
Correct.
It's not because there's something inherently great about cryptocurrencies.
Very true.
It's just that people need something to speculate in, and cryptocurrencies have proven to be something which can't be easily regulated.
Yes.
And it's not something where the Fed can come in and crash the party and ruin it by regulation. And by the Fed, I meant the government, the US government, or any government for that matter. So it's a great asset for speculators. However, as investors, I don't think this is an asset which you should touch with a 10-foot pole. And
I would say even 80 to 90% of the people doing this don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they don't even understand the legal framework within India, what the rules are.
Yes. Tomorrow, very easily, it's just a snap of a finger for the government to declare it illegal. And it happened in a circular by the RBI where they said that holding cryptocurrencies is not legal
And
anymore.
it's not so easy to liquidate your holdings.
It's not. So the idea...
As much as they're told to and believed, they can easily just do this and it all comes back to your account. It doesn't.
It doesn't. And you need a framework beyond it for a support structure and how you can encash it and even buy it. And you can't trust the guys who give you that framework. So it's just...
And the funny thing is, all of them want rupees and dollars and then they give you this.
Yeah.
If you tell a crypto guy, I'll pay you some other crypto.
Yeah.
He'd be like, no. I don't want that crypto. You give me dollars.
And I think some of them accept, but it's not. There's no hard and fast rule of how these guys operate, which is very scary and shady. And we believe that it's not an asset which investors should be looking at or touching. And yes, gone up by 150% over the past year, but good for them. It's not something which we're looking at. If this was weighing in on your minds, be rest assured that you're doing
because if you're already in the world of crypto, whatever we say, you're living in the echo chamber, you won't even hear us. You'll think us we are crackpots and we know nothing and we're just faffing. You're welcome to feel like that. For those of you who are thinking about sipping the Kool-Aid, I would say wait. Don't start drinking as yet. The day crypto is something worthwhile investing, don't worry. Me and Sashwath will definitely
be the first ones.
Yeah, we'll say yes, we were wrong, and we'll admit we are wrong, and we'll tell you why we were wrong, and we'll explain it definitely in a video, and we'll tell everybody we are also buying crypto, buy crypto. As of now, nothing has changed. And I love that analogy you're talking about cockroaches.
Yeah, it's like a cockroach. So The Economist, there's a theory where it says the cockroach theory of crypto, where regardless of how many times you try to kill it, it'll keep coming back.
Yeah, cockroach very famously, even if you cut its head off,
it'll live for a week or so.
Yeah, so there you go. You want some cockroaches?
No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you found it fun and entertaining, as always. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So after Kuwait, my team has decided to do an event in Trivandrum. Those who are desirous of meeting me in Trivandrum can contact our team at trivandrummp@gmail.com, the mail ID given below, or the WhatsApp number given below. My team would fill in you with the details. The event would be in January 2024. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.